Hi guys. All right, it's science time. And we have been out of school for quite a while now. So we're going to do a little bit of review before we move on in our science books. So before we move on, let's go ahead and talk about the world God made. Do you remember how many days it took for God to create the world? That's right. It took 6 days. And how did God create the world? That's right. He spoke life into the world. So it took him 6 days. What did he create on day 1? Yes, he created light. God spoke and he said, "Let there be light," and there was light. It was amazing. And he called the light what? Yes, day. And he called the darkness night. That's right. And then moving on to day 2, God said that we needed a sky. And so we learned about that big word that starts with the F sound. F. Yes, the firmament. He said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Very good. And then moving on to day 3, God created the dry land, the seas, the plants, and he went on to create so many more details on day 3, like soil and rocks and all these things that are so important for our earth to thrive and to do as well as it does. God said, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And then moving on to day 4, God put some things up in the sky for us. Do you remember what he put in the sky on day 4? That's right. He put the sun and the moon and the stars, and he knows all of them by name. And he said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons and for days and years." So he created the sun and the moon and the stars so that we would be able to know the difference between days and weeks and months and years. And then he also created 4 seasons. Do you remember the 4 seasons that we learned about? That's right. We learned about winter, spring, summer, and fall. And we are currently in spring. So the next season that we'll be moving into will be summertime. That wraps up our review for today. The next time we talk about science, we will learn about what God created on day 5. Bye.